back. This is the A to Z podcast. Let's get back to it. Let's get started. So, I'm going to talk about right now is Toronto versus Philadelphia, because this is our semifinal matchup in the Eastern Conference. After each side prospectively beat their team 4-1. So let's get into it. So, what I like and what I don't like from these teams, kind of very different perspectives on both sides. I like that Philly can get big and dominant in a series, which they did do against Brooklyn to outwit him. They won't be able to do that against Toronto, though, except for Kyle Lowry. Toronto, I like their three-point shooting and the adversity they have all around, and I believe a deeper bench, way deeper bench actually, than Philadelphia. Because at least in Toronto, you have a Jeremy Lin, a proven player in the NBA. You have an OJ Anunoby. Unfortunately, he's kind of injured, so you can't say that anymore. Norman Powell, though, 100%. They have Fred VanVleet. There we go. Excuse me. I couldn't remember his name. 3 players right there that are deep, solid backups. And then you have Patrick McCaw from Golden State. And then you also have Jordy Meeks, a solid, proven veteran in this league. So I definitely see more upside to their bench than Philly. I at least see 3 solid, reliable options. Meanwhile, Philadelphia, if one of your starters is out, the quality of player you're going to get from your bench is way less than what you want to do what you have. So Philadelphia definitely is a starting team that they rely on their starters to make it all happen. And with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid being young, unexperienced, I think that this series will show that. And I actually think that this series will be really, really fast. I can actually see this being a 5-game series, Toronto taking it. That's how fast I can see the series going. I don't think Philadelphia would have been met with such a team yet. It kind of reminds me of Boston from last year, where they're kind of like Philly's like, oh yeah, everyone believes in Philly, but I feel like Toronto, with the prowess of a Kawhi Leonard, has made it to NBA Finals, won the NBA Finals with San Antonio, has an NBA Finals MVP, and then you add Pascal Siakam with Toronto. Reminds me a lot of Jason Tatum last year, proving his name out there that he wants to be reckoned as one of the top young players in the draft. Well, not in the draft, in the NBA, and from his draft class. And on top of that all, prove that, hey, you might have Ben Simmons, he might be all this and that, but I'm this. I feel like Jason Tatum proved that last year, because they chose Markelle Fultz, Philadelphia. I Philly thought they had everything set up, and Jason Tatum was like, let me show you what I can do. I think Pascal Siakam in this series will be like, let me show you what I can do. With the acquisition as well as a Marc Gasol. Quick tip, Marc Gasol against Joel Embiid defense throughout, because of course they're from different conferences from the West and the East previously before Marc Gasol got traded to the Toronto Raptors before the trading deadline. Marc Gasol has made Joel Embiid under 30% field goal percentage. Now think about that. 30%. That is not a good average. And Joel Embiid, on top of all right now, is injured. He's been playing with a sore knee. He missed Game 3 because of it. Will he miss more games in this series due to it? We don't know yet. All I know is that because Marc Gasol, he's going to have his work cut out for him, because Marc Gasol can shoot the 3. He can go long, he can defend, he can pass. He can do a lot of things you want a center in the modern day era to do for you right now. Joel Embiid can do those things too. Unfortunately, though, he's right now somewhat injured. So you're going to have to rely on a younger Ben Simmons and your other 3 starters to get the job done. And I think with Toronto's depth and better experience, longer and deeper in the playoffs with Kawhi Leonard and a Kyle Lowry, who has made it as well as the Eastern Conference Finals, and Marc Gasol, who has been in the West, a tougher, in my opinion, conference to play in, and has made some good playoff runs with Mike Conley and Memphis, and Zach Randolph with the crew, and Tony Allen back in the day in Memphis. I think because of those experience, I think this will help a lot. And of course, Toronto Danny Green, a champion with the San Antonio Spurs, also brings that to his repertoire. So I think Toronto, through the experience and level of players, I think will show that Toronto is ready and Philly is not. I see this series, I'm going to say, I'm feeling really confident today. I'm going to go with 5. I can't see this going in 6, but I'm going to say 5. I think Philly is about to meet their match. I think because Toronto is ready and Philly is somewhat injured, I think that will show as a catalyst to the series. So I'm going to go with Toronto in 5. I think that's what's going to happen. Also because I feel like Toronto knows that the next round is going to be way tougher than this round. So they want to get as fast as possible done so they can rest their players. Because whoever comes out from Milwaukee and Boston series, which I think is Milwaukee, is going to be the true Eastern Conference final matchup in their perspective of, well, yeah, that's Eastern Conference Finals. That's stated. But of course, in the sense of like, you actually have 2 great teams at the Eastern Conference Finals to match up against each other to go take on the finals and have a chance to win it. So I take Toronto. Now that I'm done with that, let me talk